Well, I have never had a conversation with Brother Jay-Z until I heard his album played for me by my grandchildren. They said, Dad, you got to hear this. So they sat me down and played the whole album, 444. My son said, wow, that's a great number, Dad, because at 4:44 in the morning, I'm getting up for Fajr prayer. I said, So that's what he saw in 4:44. I saw something else. And when I heard it, I was sad. So I said, I got to reach out to my brother, because he talked about somebody killing him or people desiring to harm him. I saw death too, but I never saw death for this great brother from somebody harming him. So I called him and I said to him, brother, I see death too, but I see the death of Jay-Z of old. And I see the birth of a new Jay-Z. Jay-Z who in that album talked about his beginning with drugs. And he's one of the few brothers who sold drugs, who was allowed to get out of the drug business and clean the money by doing something progressive like the Kennedy did.
Right.
You notice how I said Mr. Kennedy did.
And the Rothschild.
Because these people engaged in criminal activity, but they were allowed to cleanse the money from illegal activity to send their children to college, to make one a senator, two a senator, and one a president of the United States. And right here in downtown Chicago is a big building, a merchandise mart, as a sign of Kennedy wealth.
That's right.
But Rick Ross was not allowed to do that. Frank Lucas was not allowed to do that. Big Meech was not allowed to do that. So once we get into the drug business, when they bust us, they take the drugs.
That's right.
Take what we have, then they redistribute the drugs, and then take the money and pass it out to whoever they want to pass it out to. But Jay-Z was fortunate. And from that, Jay-Z built an empire off of rap, and he and his wife, Beyonce, are now billionaires. Well, I heard him say, what's better than one billionaire?
That's right.
It's two of the same hue. I said, boy, this man, to me, is becoming a leader in the economic development of our people. Because if that billionaire family meets with P. Diddy, meets with others, and they pool their resources. He talked about the Jewish ownership of property. I do not know how that is anti-Semitic. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad told us, study the white man. He is successful. He makes no excuses for his failures, and he works together in a collective way. We should do the same. Black people are too individualistic. In order to do great things, we've got to learn the value of pooling our intelligence, our knowledge, our money, to do the thing that will cause us to be honored and respected by civilized people all over the world. So I saw Jay-Z's album, God, as a new beginning for him, and possibly a new beginning for us. And by my showing up at Ice Cube's start of a basketball league for black people, wow. If tomorrow this gets bigger and bigger, white people that own the stadiums may say, I'm sorry, we're not renting to you. Mm-hmm. Then we'll pool our money and buy stadiums and buy places for our artists to perform. Look, it's our day now. Yes, sir. And we can't sit around and act bad if the white man don't want us in his place. Mm-hmm. Set the thing up for yourself. The time is now. That league will have black people and white people and Asian people and Arab people spending their money to see us because we are the game. We are the real game. In sport and play, let's make some money for self and do something constructive to advance our people.
You know,